Hey guys, welcome to a new third win video. Today we're going to be starting a new series which is ranking all the characters in every season of American Horror Story. Today we'll be starting with season 1, Murder House. Without further ado, let's get into it, and we're going to be rating these based on, interestingness and general likability. A little bit of importance to the plot as well, but it's just kind of my feel about which characters I like the most. On the bottom, we'll start with his name is Larry Harvey. So Larry Harvey, I think, is a really interesting character. He kind of pushes the plot, but the fact that he's terminally ill and he causes so much kind of problems for the Harmon family and killing um, Hayden is, man, some of these moments just, I feel really bad for what happened to him and being set on fire and all that, but he just causes so many problems. Next, we have Billie Dean Howard. And just because I know everyone's going to be pissed at this, but just because she's not a main driving factor in this season, she's just kind of there for probably just one episode. And, she's a really charismatic character, and I like her kind of medium role, um, being able to talk to spirits and helping Constance, but she's just not as important to the season as some of these other characters. Next, we have Hayden. I would put Hayden higher, but she just wasn't, I think she's actually a really likable character and you can understand her, and being 22 and pregnant and Ben runs off, geez, and then getting killed, and wow. I mean, I just felt for her, and I thought Kate Mara's performance was great here, and I just, I don't know, I rooted for her, so that's why she's higher than these other two characters. So here's where debate starts setting in. I think that um, it's really difficult to rank the Harmon family because they all have their kind of weak parts. But I think the least likable character of the Harmons um, is probably Vivian. Uh, See, Vivian is, she moves here looking for a fresh start and all this, but I feel like she almost neglects her daughter a little bit, and I don't know, she's just not very likable to me. Her kind of demeanor. But they're easily interchangeable. The Harmon family. They're going to be ranked quite close to each other here. Next we have, oh, maybe we should consider Moira instead as fifth best. No, I think next we will put Ben. I think Ben plays a really kind of standout role in the season, but we can't look past that he is kind of a bad guy. Um, Although I do like him, for some reason he does some iconic lines. What he does, crying, looking out the window per se. You guys know what I'm talking about, and just some of the interactions he has, and him being a psychiatrist is just so fitting for this season. I like that a lot, but we can't look past some of the bad things he did. Um, Next up, we'll put Violet. I think Violet is somewhat at times uninteresting, as she kind of feels like she should is our main character, and I love her kind of love back and forth between Tate and her. That's probably my favorite thing that happens in this season, just the back and forth between them two. I love that, and for that, she gets the top 4 spot. But otherwise, yeah, she plays a convincing kind of only child and whatnot, but somewhat uninteresting, I think, as a main character. But the shocker, spoiler warning, when she died. Oof, wow. Um, Next up, I think we're gonna put Moira. Here we go. So Moira, I think that this is some of the most elegant character design they've ever had. The kind of old lady and younger maid kind of swap. I love her in. Well, I don't know if I should mention it, but I love her in the later season when she appears. That's excellent. And overall, I just love her kind of coming in, chatting a little bit, and her kind of violent hate between her and Constance is fantastic. She's just a great performance. I absolutely love Moira. Um, Next, between Constance and Tate, and I know you guys are wondering why Tate's so high up. Um, you know, it's a really hard choice. You can argue both of them are interesting. I just think we'll go with Constance in second. Constance is again one of the most interesting characters in the entire AHS universe. I just think she carries so much pain yet strength, and I love her like that her character comes in the house and she knows way more than they think she does, and the story about her son and her three children, three, four, three children. Um, just really unfortunate that she was able to, well, four technically because she adopts one, but kind of, it's her grandson, right? Um, just really unfortunate how she just breeds monsters, and it's unclear whether it's her or the house. I think it's the house, but what a story, it's crazy. And lastly, we have Tate. I'm gonna have a hard time explaining why I like Tate. I know he is kind of like the ultimate bad guy of the season, for various reasons, just all the atrocities he's done. But I think he's what makes this season interesting. His just little pop-ups with Violet, you know, what he does with Vivian, and just his general kind of playful approach, and his backstory, and him not quite knowing what's happened is fantastic screenwriting. And obviously, not, I'll say this again, not a good guy. But to me, you know what? I'll put him there. I'll put him in second place, okay? He left the good part for the end. I do think Constance might be a little bit of a stronger character. But Tate second makes this season really interesting. You could debate the top three a lot, and it's actually really hard rating these characters. But this is how I would put them. Look forward for episode 2 in Asylum. Expect these to get more and more fun as we go along. Um, and leave a like if you like this series. Subscribe so you can see when it comes up. And I'll see you guys soon. And also, let me know in the comments below where you would place these guys. All right, I'll see you guys soon.